and we need a certain amount of bail money or Joseph's going to go to jail. Right, trying to scare older individuals into giving them money. There's the prize scam, which you mentioned. You got to pay something to win something. You've won $1 million, but to make sure we put it in the right account, you need to make sure you give us 150 or whatever it is. And then there's the fake emails where people are posing, or fake phone calls. People are posing as legitimate companies. They're trying to scam you out of money. Your utilities are going to be cut off right now. And talk with people who say they don't even use a certain utility company, and that utility company, someone posing as that company, will call them and say, we're going to cut utilities off. The guy says, well, I don't even use you. And they still go. They still try to keep on going and threatening and stuff. So, I mean, all of these are huge scams right now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. And what we don't realize is how good scammers are at their job. You know, we don't...
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, they're pushy, and they can talk you into it. And we've had a conversation on the air a couple weeks ago before about this, but you know, there's scams out there where some people just, it's like some people are embarrassed. First of all, they fall for it. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but it just takes one person out of the hundreds or thousands they call, one person to fall for it, and they've had a good day, right? Because someone's given them money that they've been frauded out of money. And what seems to be unbelievable for most people, and I mentioned the IRS scam before, right? I know the IRS is going to call and ask me for money, but someone who has come into issues with tax problems in the past before would be startled and scared to hear the IRS is calling them asking for money. Suddenly, they know they're going to go to jail, tax fraud, this and that, and so they're scrambling to pay this fake IRS agent back money that they think they owe. So while everyone else may think this is foolish, the one person that gets fooled, it's not foolish to them because it's believable to them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you consider that out of, let's say, 100 calls in one day, I get one of them that's susceptible.
Exactly.
Then
it's a good day for that person.
It's a profitable day. Because depending on how far they push, you know, I'll just say I may just get $5,000. $5,000 in one day is a pretty good day.
That's a haul right there, yes.
You know, but if you go and they can sometimes keep pushing and say, oh, well, we found this other thing. And you know, oh, well, we've been contacted, since we've been working on this, we've been contacted by the FBI or the Social Security Administration, and apparently you've not been doing this. And they're like, and you will give them information that they will then use to pivot and say, oh, well, that's what we're talking about right there. Yeah, so apparently you do know what this is. You know, they're really good at this. I mean, they will, you know, they could be doing what you're doing. They're that quick thinking on the spot that, you know, that they can turn and spin a conversation to their own needs and desires so much that the longer you speak on the phone or the longer you text with them,
the more they'll get information.
The more information you give them. I mean, this is the same type of thing that people have been doing for thousands of years. You know, the grifters that you know that would go through town and, you know, bilk people out of money, used to do this door to door. Well, that took effort. That took a lot more effort than just picking up a phone, you know, and calling someone or having a. I mean, and we're not just talking one phone call. We're talking they're calling hundreds of people a day, and all they're doing is waiting for you to pick it up and say hello, and then you've got that airtime, and then they pick up.
Yes.
You know, and that's the. You know, we come from an age where people didn't used to call me unless they wanted to talk to me. You know, or they didn't get an email, you know, unless somebody really wanted to send me an email. That's not true anymore. You know, and the world has changed, and it's tough to keep up. I mean, it's really hard.
With that